Thanks, mate. Awesome. Come to Auckland. Kia ora, and welcome to this video. It's good to have you here, and my name is Fred Luatua from the Auckland Smart Move team. And to build Auckland and to make it a great city and the city that we are, it's always about attracting the right people with the right skills to this place. And we've been doing that through the work that we've been generating, and some of you have connected with us on our platforms that we engage with. And so we've got a few queries that have come through our desk, and particularly in the area of immigration. And so we're quite privileged to have Paul from Immigration New Zealand with us today, and we're going to ask some of those questions to Paul, and hopefully we can come up with some responses and answers that will help us in regards to preparing to make that smart move. So welcome, Paul.
Kia ora, Fred.
So yeah, we do get a few of these questions come through, and we want to ask some of them with you today, and hopefully you can help us sort of just get to some of those responses to help some of our members around preparing. And one of the first one is, how can someone get advice while if they're thinking about migrating to New Zealand, or what would be the best advice for them, or where would they get that?
Probably one of the first places I would suggest that people go is the New Zealand website, New Zealand Now website. There's a lot of really good information about people that are just starting to explore and wanting to know about New Zealand and where to work and different advice about visas there. So that's a first port of call. The other place, if they need deeper information, would be our immigration website about specific visa issues. And if they want specialist advice and support and they think they can't navigate the process, they may well want to engage a licensed advisor.
So New Zealand Now, Immigration New Zealand, and a licensed immigration advisor. And we'll happily put up those links for any of you who might be interested in those three key areas. So if I'm one of our key audiences, Paul, is the skilled migrant. And so if I'm a skilled migrant and I'm considering Auckland as a place to move to, and I'm looking for the opportunities here, what kind of visa would I consider?
Yeah, that's a great question. There are many different types of visas. So to start off with, if you're a skilled migrant, we look at skilled people as being people that have perhaps years of experience in a trade or profession, and they may well be qualified and may have registration. Those sorts of people have a different range of options that they can apply for. If they want to come here permanently, they may well be thinking about residence, in which case we'd recommend skilled migrant category. If they're looking to get out here really quick and start for an employer, temporary work visa is the way to go. And there are different types. There's work to residence visas that they can apply for, and then there are what we call essential skills worker visas, which are for people that may be only coming for a shorter period of time.
So there's definitely the residency option later on down the track.
Yeah, I mean, some migrants may be thinking we want to come later because we want to make sure we've got all the benefits of being a resident, but some want to get here quick and employers need them really quickly, and so work to residence is really a good option. If they're skilled, we have a lot of skilled construction and other professions on our long-term skill shortage list, and work to residence visas through that list can get them here and get them on a pathway to residence sooner rather than later.
I guess a lot of our skilled migrants also have families, Paul. What about those with family and children? What's a consideration for them?
Yeah, we have provisions for family. So if they're looking to come out long term as a resident or on a temporary work visa for a long-term employment, then there are provisions where they can bring out family, children, spouses, can come along and they can get visas. They apply together and will receive what we call family application visas.
Great. So now that a skilled migrant, they've found out that this is the type of visa that they're wanting to apply for, do they actually need a job offer?
Yeah, so with most work visas and for residents in the skilled migrant category, you're definitely going to need to have a job offer. That's critical. So a written job offer, employment agreement, so that we can see that you're getting the terms and conditions that are right for the job here in New Zealand.
Tell us a little bit about what a New Zealand employer might be looking for when they're considering a skilled migrant. what are some of those things that employers are looking for?
Yeah, depending on what the job is. So if we're looking at skilled work, employers will have a set of criteria they're really interested in, and we want to look at as well, that they're qualified, and and in some cases also have a certain amount of experience.
Yeah.
And if it's in a different type of profession, there may be a registration requirement that they have to be able to meet as well.
Okay.
So, for example, with civil engineers, they have to have be registered with IPENS, the Institute of Professional Engineers of New Zealand. There are other ways of meeting that criteria, but that's just an example.
Okay. And so, with those with the qualifications, would it be recognised in New Zealand?
Yeah, so when it comes to qualification recognition, we have a list of qualifications that are recognised currently, and that sits on our website. Now, if your qualification is not on that list, then you may have to go through the New Zealand Qualifications Authority to have an equivalency assessment done on your qualification.
Yeah, no, that's good advice. And we'll be able to put those links in, or is that link in Immigration New Zealand as well around qualification?
Yeah, it should be right there. Yeah.
Great. Some of our members have never been to Auckland and never been to New Zealand. Can they visit New Zealand and sort of come for a job or look for a job while they're visiting? What does that look like?
Yeah, so when people come to visit New Zealand, it's not really a job search visa, but if you were here holidaying, then you can meet up with employers and have a look around for work while you were here, but primarily it is to visit. If you're offshore and you've been invited to come and attend an interview, then you can apply for a visitor visa or come visa-free if you're from a visa-free country for a job interview.
Yeah, and what are the age restrictions on the visa applications?
Okay, so when it comes to temporary work, there are no age restrictions on temporary work visas. When it comes to residence, you must be 55 or under. Okay.
So that's good to know. And finally, if someone was to present at the embassy, how would they get an invitation?
Yeah, so again, an invitation would be based on an interview from an employer or a written job offer letter that can be supplied from the employer.
Great. Well, Paul, thanks for that chat today. And again, let us just remind you that these links will be made available to you at the end of this video as part of our promotion. If you're interested in jobs, we do have recruitment websites, agencies that are available via aucklandnz.com, and again visit Immigration New Zealand's website, NZ Now website, and some of the links that we'll promote at the end of this video. But thank you, Paul, for your time, and thank you everyone for listening in. Kia ora.